Well, hello there. My name's Kevin Amrhein, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to the great Chris Amrhein and the great Bill Wilson, our two resident expert knuckleheads who are going to very much look forward to teaching this topic, the new 2018 ISO personal auto policy, a look backwards and a look forwards. Guys, what are the good people going to learn in this one?
Well, we're going to cover a lot of good stuff. First of all, as Kevin said, I'm Chris Amrhein, and I love getting a chance to work with Bill on a live webinar. So when we get together on this, the new 2018 ISO PAP, a lot of changes, whole new program. Quick highlight, just for the pure technical side, there's 48 policy forms and endorsements involved. They threw some of them out. They modified a lot of them, some of them just editorially, but some of them key changes, which we'll touch on. There's brand new endorsements and a whole new personal auto policy on top of that. So a lot of moving parts that'll be very important. And it's all targeted to be effective in most states September 1st. But it's important you get a head start on it because, again, a lot of moving parts. But I want to now turn it over to Bill Wilson, the former head of the IABA Virtual University and the coverage form wonk genius who put together all of this wonderful stuff. So, Bill, what did you have in mind? What are the highlights in your mind that we're going to tell the folks?
Well, the ISO, as they usually do, are expanding some things and restricting some things. So the ISO at one time was kind of a standard personal auto policy, but with the competitive nature of the marketplace, there have been quite a few coverage reductions over the past few years. So ISO's policy is kind of the Cadillac in many cases of personal auto policy. So it's important, and it's the standard that everybody looks to know what's in the policy and what's changing. So we're going to focus on some broadenings of coverage that ISO is making to kind of keep up with what's going on with some of the carriers. And more important, probably the restrictions in coverage. ISO is cutting back the time that you have, for example, to notify about acquired autos. Used to be that if you just wanted liability coverage, you didn't even have to notify anyone. Well, that's all changing. So we're going to talk about that really important thing. ISO is making some state-by-state amendatory endorsement changes dealing with cancellation and non-renewal. We're not going to dig into those on a state-by-state basis, but I'll kind of give you the gist of what's going on there and what to look for. They're changing their public or livery conveyance exclusion, their racing exclusion. They're incorporating endorsements into the policy that deal with the Uber and Lyft exposure, car sharing. So we're going to explore all the changes to give you the opportunity to do two things. One, minimize your E&O exposure, and two, make you more competitive by knowing what is in the ISO policy relative to some other forms. Another thing we're going to do, the last quarter or so of the program, we're going to look at some other issues that aren't directly related to the changes, but they involve issues and problems that have been going on for years and years. Everything from a little bit on rental cars to treating kids that are at college, street racing, insuring teenagers. Do they need their own policy? When can you drop coverage on autos that you're getting rid of, and those kinds of things. So again, the focus here is on minimizing your E&O exposure and giving you a competitive advantage against everyone else in the marketplace.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the topic in 2018. When this policy starts to come out, there will be classes advertised everywhere wanting to teach you about it, and you have an opportunity to learn it first from these two guys. Are you kidding? This is a great opportunity. If you want to take this class, please, please, please contact your state association and inquire about registering. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the live webinar.